But it was Dr. Brzezinski who recently, his clinic was shut down in Texas. And he's had relative success treating brain tumors, and as we have as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, what are the effects of chemotherapy and radiation to the body?
Well, we know that chemotherapy is obviously very toxic.
Very.
When people take chemotherapy, they obviously have the symptoms of nausea, throwing up, they lose their hair. Other effects that we don't often hear about is they lose reproductive capacity. But in terms of what is it doing, it's over-toxifying the liver, obviously. I don't know if people know this, but the chemical base of chemotherapy is mustard gas.
Mustard gas.
Mustard gas is the chemical base used in a majority of chemotherapies. We know that mustard gas is used in biological warfare.
Wow.
Yes.
Dr. Vickers, I had no idea.
Yeah. Today...
Chemical warfare.
Yes. Do you know that they've never double-blinded studied chemotherapy? No. Chemotherapy has never been double-blinded studied. Do you know why?
Why?
Because evidence suggests that patients that do not receive chemotherapy live 3 to 4 times longer than those that do.
I have heard that.
Yeah, and so if they double-blind study chemotherapy, that means that the control group would get the placebo, a sugar pill, and they would ultimately end up living 3 to 4 times longer based on current evidence. So they've never double-blinded chemotherapy, yet they continue to give it to millions of Americans who are suffering from advanced and or terminal cancer.
Because of greed.
Well, because like I said, cancer is a $200 billion per year industry.
Wow. So they really don't care if there are healthy individuals walking around. I mean, it's hard to believe, it's hard to fathom that when you go to a doctor because you have an illness, that doctor does not have your best interest at heart. Because what I'm hearing is if he did have your best interest at heart, then he would be thinking and telling you about the Gerson treatment or anything when it comes to holistic cleansing or whatever, that he would be doing everything he could as a medical doctor to heal your body. That is why you went to school, I thought. Now, I know they're just practicing medicine. That's what a doctor is. But still, why would I want to go to a medical doctor if he's not going to heal my body, if he's not going to give me all that I need to know to live my life in a pure fashion?
Okay. Well, medical doctors, I believe when they go to school, they are well-intentioned people. Unfortunately, their educations are controlled by the pharmaceutical industry. The pharmaceutical industry donates billions of dollars per year, gives billions of dollars per year to the university systems. For what reason? To research their drugs. So when a medical doctor goes to school, he or she gets less than 10 hours of nutrition in their entire education. And it's ironic because when they graduate, they have to take the Hippocratic Oath from Hippocrates, who's considered the greatest physician that's ever lived. Well, anybody who knows anything about Hippocrates, one of his most famous quotes is, "Let food be your medicine." So why is it that they're taking the Hippocratic Oath and they don't do anything in the realm of nutrition and treating disease? Well, the reason why is because at a certain point in their education, they are led down the path of treating people with pharmaceutical drugs and surgeries or radiation. They learn for the first 2 years, they have identical educations as we do in chiropractic school. But it's at those last 2 years where they're led down the road of using pharmaceutical drugs and chemotherapy and radiation. And to me, it's one of the greatest tragedies because they take well-intentioned people and they lead them down a path that cannot produce overall healing.
Well, this is all the time we have today with Dr. Vickers. He will be back with us again on more segments because I know I can't get enough of this, and I'm sure a lot of you can't get enough of this either. So, Dr. Vickers, what is a website that they can go to maybe either contact you or find out a little bit about the information that we've discussed today?
Yes. My personal website is obviously www.gersontreatment.com. And Gerson is Gerson, gersontreatment.com. They can also contact me by email via my website should they know anybody suffering with any disease of any kind.
So not just cancer.
Absolutely not. Not just cancer. The body is not selective in what it's going to heal. It's not going to cure one person's cancer and not cure somebody else's diabetes or multiple sclerosis. It's not selective. So they could contact me by email if they wish. And I also have a phone number if they'd like to call me by phone. That phone number is 715-299-5070.
Thank you for being with us, Dr.